Hi, I'm Jeff Chasen. I'm currently a director at Amazon. I met Joseph back while working with him at Expedia, where he came in to help do an agile transformation at Expedia. It was a very hard, complex job, and I kind of saw it from the outside, and I thought he did an awesome job. We had some great product ideas, and at the same time, I wanted to not only work on the product, but work on the team morale and the culture and the processes by which we made great software. So what I found myself at Real Networks was an organization that hundreds of people were basically just slowly delivering software every 6 to 12 months. Wasn't very innovative. The morale of the team was very low. Wasn't excitement and passion and innovation happening there. So Joseph came on, and one of the first things he did, which I thought was great, was just interviewed everyone on the team to get a good perspective on what was going on. And they were doing 6 to 12 months releases, and they were just very iterative. They weren't any major customer improvements. They had a big backlog they were just chiseling away at. So after interviewing all the people and the teams of the company, Joseph and I kind of sat down and talked about what a strategy would be to help on a few fronts. So he came in, did a great job interviewing everyone. We talked about different processes by which we can do that. And some simple things made a huge difference. All these kind of mechanisms that you use in Agile started bringing the team closer together, increased morale. People were excited now to be part of the planning process. But that was just the beginning. Getting the processes to kind of adopt some of the Agile mechanisms was really great. But what that allowed us to do was kind of thinking ahead. Now the team could actually come up with ideas, not just great product ideas, but great ideas to improve the technology code base to move quickly, and then to how to better include the rest of the company and customers in our overall planning process. Joint discussion with the marketing business and executive team to figure out what we can do. We brought them in the process. And I remember Joseph also spending time with the other executives in the team to help educate them and get them on board with what we were doing. And I remember one of the discussions I had with the CEO of Real Networks was, so Jeff, this is great that you're moving to kind of more iterative development, but how do we come up? I still need dates. I still need to talk to the investment community. Still need to talk to the business and development deals that we got going on. We need to plan with dates. And he was very skeptical early on about, if you can't tell me 6 to 9 months ahead what date, how is this going to work? He'd only had been familiar with, kind of a top-down or waterfall-based approach to delivering software. And Joseph really helped me with that. He gave me some tools. I talked with the CEO, and one of the mechanisms that we put in place was at the end of every sprint, what I would do is a separate demo basically for him, a little bit more customized for him and his other leaders, where I would show, here's what we built in the last 2 weeks, here's what we're doing in the next sprint. And I found that after a few weeks, a few of these demos with the CEO, his confidence just went up quite a bit. He was all of a sudden being collaborative in the meeting. He was seeing that we were making progress. I think the number of times he needed to kind of find out how status was less. He was now focusing on, so what's the next idea you guys going to do? What are the new features you're going to do? He was less worried about delivery and mechanics of delivery and more focused on the business and strategy. So that was a huge win. And I think the last thing was just having a mentor and a coach there with us helped everyone feel much more empowered. We felt like that we were able to make choices. It wasn't a top-down, micromanaged type environment. We felt like we were all doing that. And with working with the executives and other leadership, we really moved to a more collaborative, fun place to make software.